Stuart.
I hear. Oh, thanks. Great to see you. Look, what I've been saying, and most of our guests have been saying, that this is an historic agreement, and it will be an historic event in the White House. You're a presidential historian. Does it meet the smell test of a historic event?
Well, you know, a lot of people may disagree with me, but I think this is the greatest Sino-American event since Nixon's trip to China. And let me explain that. We had 4 presidents, 2 that I knew very well and traveled with and went to Chinese food with. 4 presidents preside over the largest transfer of wealth in world history outside of the Middle East. And that was the wealth of the American middle class to China. The whole WTO scenario worked with Republican establishment, Democratic establishment, reaching its peak under Obama with $500 billion trade deficit. And I interviewed Donald Trump for the book Inside Trump's White House. He said this day would come, and it was going to come, and I didn't believe him. But he was right, and he pulled it off.
Charles Payne, this monumental?
Absolutely, and I think bringing up the World Trade Organization, it's been the second time it's been referenced. Liz brought it up once before. You know, people who pushed back against President Trump fighting this war kept saying, well, we already have the World Trade Organization, and by the way, we won every dispute. We don't win anything. They never have the power to enforce the victory. So if you go historically, look at the last 30 years, we end up refighting the fights we already had. So we can win, but they never had the ability to force China to change. Okay. This is why our dispute resolution in this deal means so much more than a dispute resolution in the World Trade Organization.
But Charles, it seems to me that trying